welcome to another episode of Winemastery.co.uk. My name's John Lightfoot, this is
Charlie Gibbs.
And you recognise it's not John, It's not John. We've been delighted to be invited to this actually in the dispatch bay of SteamPunk Gins. And Charlie's kindly invited us here to talk about his particular distilled gin here in the northeast of England, which we're just south of Gateshead. Would you describe this as?
Within 1.5 miles of the Angel of the North.
Oh, so then most people have heard of the Angel of the North, even if you're not from the UK. So, Charlie, let's start. What got you into gin? Where were you before you began with gin? Unless you've been in your whole life in gin.
No, not at all. It's been quite a recent thing for me. 3 years ago, following a throwaway remark by one of my neighbours that I should just stick to making the gin then, after he had encouraged me to commercialise my homebrew beer, I started to do it as a hobby, if you like, once I had got the appropriate permissions.
Yeah.
We very quickly got a listing with Phoenix department store in Newcastle.
Really?
Yeah, I was doing cartwheels down Northumberland Street.
I can imagine, that's a big name.
It suddenly felt like a validation that what we had was a product that other people would like. And once you've got a reference like Fennec, you can approach other people and say, oh yes, we're stocked in Phoenix.
Absolutely.
And it grew like topsy to the point where at the end of June last year, I basically had to give up my job in the corporate world.
Did you?
To come and do this full time.
Was that a bit twitchy? I mean, giving up a nice corporate... presumably it was a nice corporate job that was paying a decent wage.
Yeah, I can't complain, other than I really didn't like it.
Okay.
I had done it for 20 odd years and had enough.
Yeah.
And to do that and then work till 3 and 4 in the morning doing this was just something had to give.
Yeah.
So I always say I used to have one job title before, I've now got at least 13. From managing director to van driver and warehouseman and everything in between.
Everything in between. So I obviously completely different lifestyle.
Yes.
But obviously something I guess that you're really, really passionate about. I mean, something you really enjoy and
It was like a key going into a lot with me. I had no idea that I could get so passionate about something as everyday as gin. The world of gin that I've discovered seems to be populated with some really nice people.
Yeah.
Often you'll meet other producers and there's never a feeling of rivalry.
Really?
No, there really isn't. There's all this sort of, and I think I've crystallised it in my head into, we're trying to create a sector here, the way that Scotland has a whisky sector.
Okay.
No one says, not another whisky when a whisky comes out. People are pleased. And I find that, gin producers are of that same ilk. Perhaps we're at the crest of a wave just now, and we want to establish something that's going to be permanent, so that England will be known for its gin in the same way as Scotland's known for its whisky.
Wow, and I mean, because a lot of gin is known as London distilled, and what is the difference between London distilled and...
Well, a dry gin basically cannot have any other flavourings other than juniper and other organic material.
Yeah.
You can't, for instance, add any kind of sugars or colourings or anything like that to it.
Yeah.
The London style of gin can also have the word dry added to it, and that means the absence of sugar.
Okay, but so if you go outside of that at all, then you can't call it London?
Indeed. We used to call this, which is our Florence Parma Violet flavour, we used to call it Florence Parma Violet Gin.
Okay.
But because it's 20% alcohol, it doesn't reach the threshold, which is 37.5%, as allowed by statute. So we now have to call it an alcoholic drink made from gin.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's labelling regulations.
Yeah. Great. Well, probably what we'd like to do next is we're actually getting to tasting some. We've got 4 varieties here that Charlie's got out for us to taste. So if you see us in part 1, we'll be tasting one of them. We'll see you there.